Okay, and then we have in the world, not of the world. Now, in this particular time frame, it's a relatively short period of time, like 2 weeks or so, whenever you happen to be listening or watching this video, or listening to or watching, there may be kind of a feeling of delay, right? Like, things aren't moving very quickly. We even have this sort of nun-like, monk-like kind of inner work that you've been doing. So there may not have been necessarily a lot of activity, or even if there was still like an inner stillness that you've been working on, trusting yourself, trusting that what you're doing is you're on the right path, even when sometimes the evidence, as the mind likes to see it, doesn't exist yet. And here we have in the world, not of the world. You're rising up, right? But you're not getting too caught up in all the chaos, all the swirling energy. Rising up here. There's an opportunity. It's always a choice. You can either get caught up in it, and that's okay too. That's part of your process. Or you can rise up out of that. Being in the world, but not of it. That means not getting caught up in it. Knowing that you're part of it all, but not becoming too attached to what is occurring. Because your inner strength, your inner wisdom, your inner trust is strong, connected. There's an awakening here for you, Gemini. But it may be a little bit of a slower pace the next 2 weeks as you connect to it. Or it may have felt that you've been in this place for a while. It's happening, don't worry, in terms of the awakening. The rising up. Geminis have been going through a very interesting, well, all people have been, as the planetary energies are helping us to ascend more rapidly. But Geminis, have also been going through a rather interesting shift in general. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. In the world, not of the world. Sometimes when I see this, I don't know what kind of fish this is, trout or salmon or whatever, but I think of lemmings, and you don't want to be a lemming, which means that, all of these fish are going in one direction. And are they fish? I think they are. And they go off the cliff. Or are you going to be the one who says, that's not for me, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to rise up out of this kind of energy, swirling energy, where it almost feels like there's so much momentum behind it, and it takes great inner strength and wisdom to rise up out of the momentum that has been built with everything else going on in your life. So it takes a lot of conscious stillness here. You're going to go with everyone else. You're going to continue on that path. There's a lot of momentum. We all build up a lot of momentum. Karma has a tremendous amount of momentum for us. And rising up, the ascension, that being present in the moment, takes that inner trust, that inner stillness. Stretch yourself into a new way of being here, Gemini. Slowly, gently. Or even just begin to recognize it may be possibly something you're wanting to do. There's no right or wrong here. It's your journey, your path. There's the potential for a new beginning, a new way of being. Things are changing. You know it. You feel it. But you do have to trust in the process. So, okay, I hope that you find that helpful, Gemini. Again, this is just a quick peek to give you a little bit of guidance as you move into March, and I wish you much love as always.